Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, back with some Grand Arena Championships 3v3, and we're still in the first week. I didn't have a round 2 video. Some of you guys may have seen the post that I made on YouTube. My opponent decided to set one thing only, which was a fleet. It wasn't even a very good one. Like, I beat it in one shot easily. Um, so yeah, he just set one thing, so he scored 100 points. And I got max points for everything else, but I had nothing to show you guys, so I didn't have video for that. But we're back with round 3, and I don't know, I think this is interesting. My opponent saved a lot, but he didn't save a lot, if that makes sense. You'll see as we go. Let's take a look at the board here. I'll show you what he's got up top. You can see that there's a DACA-led Night Sister team, Grievous with B1 and B2. He's got a Newt team there. And then down at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's Kira, L3, and Vandor. So, and they're all relicked up. So, yeah, that's what he's got up there. Nothing too bad. I mean, no GLs showing. Down south, I'll show you this. He's got a Jedi Knight Luke team lead, and then Bounty Hunters. And then he's got an MT with Spirit and Nest down there on the bottom. So we're going to go on the bottom first and get through and see what he's got hiding in the back. First thing we're going to do is take out the Jedi Knight Luke team. And the only way I know how to do it, you know, reasonably well in 3v3, I guess, is with Jedi Knight Revan as the lead. Throw him as the lead and direct focus Jedi Knight Luke, and just try and get him down as fast as you can before he can start acting up. And as long as you have your own Jedi Knight Luke modded, you know, for damage and everything, you should be able to do enough to get him out of there. And so I did. I was able to get him gone. Now I just got to worry about taking out really GK, because Hermit Yoda is going to retreat as soon as I kill GK. So there we go. Killed him pretty quick, got 52 banners for that. On to the next one. And this is his Mother Talzin team. He's got that nest there. So because of that, and I like to use Padme anyway if I have her. She's really good at taking out Night Sisters, especially MT, because you don't have to worry about the plague. She's just got the healing, and as long as you have that protection up, you really don't have to worry. Nest will strip buffs, so you got to watch out for that. But the thing about his nest, I checked before I started the fight, is his nest doesn't have any tenacity on her. It's just health and I think a speed set or something. No tenacity sets, so I can easily stun Nest, and that's why you see me doing the kick from Padme over there. Get Nest stunned and then just boom, take her out. Quick 52 banners from the Padme team. Easy breezy. Now we'll take out the Bounty Hunters. It's still pretty easy. I wish I could use my Imp Troopers, but I really don't trust them in 3v3. So for that, I'll just save JTR. As long as you've got your Jedi Training Ray available and BB-8. And sometimes I throw in R2, and other times I'll use C-3PO. Not really sure if it matters much which. Both of them seem to work fine enough. So I'm going after Boba as I can. I really want to get Boba out, as he's the main damage dealer of this bunch. Bosk is just there as a tank, as a punching bag. So I'll have to get through him eventually, but I really want to get his offense out of play. And I did, so I took out Boba. And then now I'm working on Bosk, but I'm trying to also see what I can do to Dengar, because you know how he is. Throws them thermals and then robs you of your health banners and everything. And he's got a relicked up Dengar, so I don't want to mess around with that. I'm just trying to ability block, do what I can. Of course, he's got the tenacity up, so nothing's working. You can't get rid of it, really. Trying to make it around to Illuminated Destiny so I can heal up a little bit of protection. Maybe I should have used a basic from C-3PO there. But there we go. I killed Dengar. Only got 52 there. But I didn't spend too much power breaking through to the back. And now I open up his back and see what he's hiding back there. And this is what I meant earlier when I said he saved a lot, but he didn't save a lot. he saved both of his Galactic Legends, but he also put Padme and Gas down in the back there. So I do have to get through those. And remember, he used Jedi Knight Luke up front, so he did put some power on defense. Thank God he didn't do just a mediocre defense and, you know, go for ultra high efficiency on offense, because I struggle with those matches. But now that I see what he's gotten back, and look at that Karth team. That's kind of weird, right? Karth with Mission and then Jolie in there. I don't think it's going to work like he thinks it's going to work. But that's what he's got there. So let's start taking out the important teams, and then we'll see what we're going to do for the B teams. So for his Padme team, I'm going in with Traya and Nihilus, and then Thrawn. You just leave Scion out. It's nice to have a tank, but there's really no room for him in this, because you have to have Thrawn. You can see that my Thrawn went first, so I swapped Turn Meter to Traya, put the Isolate on Padme. Once that's done, I don't have to worry about a lot of the protection up and her calling the assist with her kick and anything. Just kind of puts her on the sidelines. And then I fractured Anakin, but at the same time, it's 3v3, so he comes out of fracture fairly quickly. Just got to watch out for that. I'm just trying to get him going as fast as possible. That way he doesn't get any bonus turns. Got Ahsoka assistant every time, so I finally wise up, put some days on her. Trying to just do something to her to keep her from killing Thrawn. But look at him down in the yellow already. I've got Annihilate up. Maybe I should have annihilated Ahsoka, but I went ahead and just did it on Padme. That way I could get her out of the way. And now it's just clean up on Ahsoka. Try and get her out of there. I got Fracture, so that'll work. And look at that. I'm doing good, but I don't have a way to heal up Thrawn. He needed one more turn to get to his protection move. So only 51 there, but it's a one-shot win, so good enough. And now we'll go through and shred this gas team. The reason I'm doing this, I have my own gas, which you'll see, but I didn't want to mirror in 3v3. It's stupid. You can take in CLS with Han and Chewie and get it done easily. And he's got 5s there, but his 5s is not modded for heavy defense or protection. Look how easily I chew through the protection on his 5s. And now I'm into the health, and it's like, he's not very sturdy. So because of that, that changes my plan. I was just going to kill Rex and then kill him again, you know, make super clones and kill him again. But it's not like it used to be when you're against a tanky 5s. So I was able to just go straight after 5s, get him out, then kill Rex, and now it's business as usual against Gas. Save my stuns, try to get him stunned when I can. Luckily, he's not killing anybody. Got the stun. And now it's just about throwing damage downrange. So there we go. Not the prettiest of banners, but again, it let me save my own gas team. So 49 banners on that. Now I can go up here and I'm going to use my gas team because I knew exactly what I wanted to use it on. I didn't want to trip up on his Night Sisters here. He's got DACA lead, so it makes him a bit tankier, you know, than anything else. I think they get extra health and defense. So just got to watch out for that. What I did was take Echo and I took Arc. And the reason for that is because Echo's got that grenade, which is AoE Dispel. And then Arc's turret will also help Dispel. And I wanted multiple ways to get rid of Zombie's taunt. That way I wouldn't have to mess with it. So I've got AoEs and I've got ways to dispel the taunt. You can see that I'm having no trouble with my gas trio here. I went and took out Asajj first. Now I'm just working on DACA. And because it's gas lead, there's no revives to worry about. So yeah, I'm doing really good. Asajj didn't get off an AoE or anything. And DACA doesn't really have anything. Now just got to kill Zombie. And look at that. 53 banners for that. So not too bad. Now we're going to go after that Newt team of his. And for that, I've been saving Geos. I think that's kind of the way to go. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do it. And it's good because every time you cleanse that extortion, they still get to attack and do everything. So it's almost like a freebie. You know, you don't get to pick a move, but at least they're still assisting and attacking. So it's still worth it to me. And it's only 3, so it's not as dangerous as it would be if it was, 5v5 to worry about. I went after Dooku, wanted to get him out of there as soon as I can. He's the troublemaker, but I also put some damage on Droideka, so I'm working on taking him out. And there he goes. Now it's just Newt. And there's 1 death, thanks to Spy. Trying to circle back around and heal up a little bit, see if I can do anything to get back to full banners, but I don't really think that's in the cards. Cleared off extortion, that ended up killing Newt, so 51 banners there. And then now just his Grievous team, taking that out. And of course I saved my Kylo for offense. I figured he'd put at least one of his GLs down on defense. So that's what I had planned to use my Kylo on. But since he didn't, and I didn't really have anything else I needed to use him on, he's great against Grievous. If you guys haven't been using him against Grievous, when you get the chance, he constantly gains max health because they reduce his turn meter. So you can see that it increases. You can't ever get him back to full, really, but it's pretty close. Not enough to get that extra last banner, but still pretty close. I'm having no trouble at all. I hit the ultimate just because I thought maybe I can, heal up a little bit more. But you just can't get that last extra bit of protection to get that last banner. I don't think there's a way to do that. So 55 banners for there, and it was a quick and easy solo. This one sucks, okay? And you guys can tell me what you thought and all that. I threw this in thinking, okay, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I went to go EP lead, and I thought, wait a minute, let me do Vader since L3 will cleanse off all the debuffs. I want the dots to be able to come back. That way I can get a nice fat culling blade and take her out. So I took out Kira, no problem. And you see, she's gone. Now I got L3 and Vandor left to deal with. I do get stuck behind L3's taunt, and so I do have Scion in there to help with his AoE Dispel, which is nice, but I do keep getting stuck by that taunt, and I can't get to Vandor to take him out. So I'm doing damage on L3, but it's not much of damage. I'm trying to throw, shock and debuffs. Of course, she keeps cleansing them off. She's got some dots sticking on her, but there's not a lot I can do. Like, they're going after Vader, okay, and he's got some protection missing. Everybody else is pretty well healed up. I figured, okay, let me try Cullen Blade here. And look, it didn't do much of anything at all to L3, so kind of a waste there. But again, I can't do anything. I keep trying to hit Vandor with some AoEs, maybe get his health down that way. It's tough with a Relic Vandor and a Relic L3, having to deal with these relics that people are putting on now as you climb up into the higher and higher GP and people run out of, the useful characters they like, and they start gearing up the niche characters, and you have to learn to deal with those. So I've got Held by Hatred on Scion. He's not going anywhere. I did get L3 down into the yellow. So I'm finally able to get over to Vandor, and look, that Cullen Blade just wasn't enough to kill him, and he's right back up to almost full health. Like, I almost had him, and it just wasn't enough. And it's like I'm bouncing back and forth, not really making any progress. Look at the clock. I'm halfway through the match at this point, and I've still got these two at almost full health. Vandor's prepared. L3's got her MK3 ability on. So, yeah, I'm not making much progress or anything. Check this out. Look at that. Vandor goes and just ices my Vader with that hit right there. I blinked. I stopped it so you could see, but I blinked, and then all of a sudden there goes my Vader. He's gone when I was just ramping up for another Cullen Blade. So now I just have Scion and EP against these two, and if I made no progress before, what kind of progress do you think I'm going to make now? Like, there's no way to stack up dots to get, the big culling blade damage, which that was my plan originally. So, and I'm down under 2 minutes now, thinking, I'm getting stuck on L3 here. There's not a lot I can do. Vandor is not prepared, so I'm trying to kill him before he gets prepared again. Just doing a bunch of damage, what I can do. It sucks. You reach that point in a battle where you're like, well, this isn't going to pan out. It sucks when okay, I'm going to lose. I got to think of something. So I go with Sion's big hit there just because it can't be evaded, even though he didn't have pain and it wasn't enough to get the job done. You can see I'm getting so close, like so close to taking him out. And then finally I was able to get rid of him. So now that it's just L3 left to deal with, there's nothing I can really do. So I flipped it on auto. You can see I'm under a minute, but she's so tanky. Everything she does, she counterattacks, she heals back up, she shrugs off all those debuffs. So it's hard to really make any kind of progress. You're not going to have pain stick where you can get an extra big hit with Scion. I mean, I'm doing whatever I can to do some damage, but it's taking time, and time is one luxury I don't have at this point. We've got about 20 seconds left on the clock. And look, got her down into the red. EP goes. She keeps gaining back protection every time she's countering and everything. And, I mean, look at that. Like, she's hanging on. 8 seconds, 6, 5. And then Scion does his Hell by Hatred that takes forever. And I finished with 2 seconds left and got 48 banners for that. So, auto for the win, because I wouldn't have been able to move that fast on my own. So that was great. I didn't end up dropping a battle, but you can see that almost went horribly, horribly wrong. So I got rid of all his top stuff, see what he's gotten back there. And you can see his fleet is just a Falcon fleet, Akbar. He does have relics on his pilots. I checked, because that's the thing now. People are relicing up all those pilots. So I don't want to be caught unawares. But let's go kill these last two on the bottom. And you can see how the match turns out. Alright, first up, we'll take out this Poggle-led Separatist team with Magna Guard and Sunfac. And I put my Nest in there. I figured Nest could probably solo this team, but I didn't want to chance it just because Sunfac can do the daze and the blind. I was reading in his abilities. I don't really use him much, just as a punching bag for the Geos, as a tank. And he can debuff, even though my Nest is like 150 or so % tenacity. I didn't want to chance it by just throwing Nest in there alone. So I figured, okay, Kira lead, and then I have Watt available. So I threw the tank tech on Nest, and that's going to cleanse off any debuffs that do land and make sure she's topped up on protection. And then I just put that health cube on Kira. Figured, well, maybe that'll keep her alive, and that way I won't lose so many points, if she doesn't die. And then pretty much just hit auto after that. Because every time you go, and then Watt goes, and if you have to hit the basic where he heals, he wants you to point at whoever has the debuffs. And I got tired of doing that real quick. But you can see that the AI did just fine, got me 54 points there. Now I just have this last ground squad to beat. And it's pretty easy. I mentioned it before. It's a weird Karth team. Karth and Mission, but with Jolie. And like I said, I don't think it's going to work out how he thought it was going to work out. Jolie is a healer. Yes, both of his moves are going to heal. But he can only revive Jedi. And so neither one of those are Jedi. So he can't do anything. So as long as I can keep him stunned and take him out, he's got nobody to heal and nobody to call to assist. He can't dispel stuff. He can't cleanse, he pretty much just heals. So we can deal with him last. Take out these two. Now it's just him to worry about. I've got Cruz 2-turn stun there, so nothing's going on there. And just got to keep doing damage to him, making sure my guys are topped up on the health and protection. And they are. I mean, there's nothing else to really worry about. You can see he's not getting to go, not getting to do anything. I'm just throwing turn meter to my team, doing damage. That's pretty much it. We'll do the big hit to make sure Kylo's topped up on protection, and he is. So 54 banners for that last ground match. Easy. Now all I have left is his ships, and at this point my opponent still hasn't attacked. Like, I waited all night, you know, all morning, he hasn't gone. So ships, he put an Akbar fleet down. He has Houndstooth there. I have my Negotiator and my Houndstooth, so that works out for me. Not a problem. I didn't get to call Plo Koon in to help top up the health and protection on everybody. So because I didn't get to do that, that's why I got less banners, I think. If I would have called him in and filled everybody up, it probably would have been better. But 59 banners, a one-shot win on fleet, so happy with that. And let me show you guys the board. So there it is, 24-53 on my end. I think that's probably a decent score. I mean, I've got some okay stuff, you know, down on defense. And he's got plenty of firepower to take it out. Just depends on what he's going to do. And he finally did go, like just a little bit ago. So let me show you guys what happened to him. He was able to clear my board, but look at that. He's 70 points less than what I got. 2383. So it's a win for me. I'm happy about that. Let me go ahead and show you guys my defenses. You can see where he stumbled. You can see his one stumble on the Mother Talzin team, and then another stumble on the Grievous team. I saw him do that, and once he did that, I knew I had this. Like, one stumble, okay. 2 stumbles, that's great. That's the end of it. So he was done after he did that. But check this out, okay? Look at that. What does that say? 2 battles on my Malevolence fleet, which I just took to 7 stars after last TB. So I have 7-star Malevolence there, and I put the Falcon in there because that seems to be a pain, and that got me a hold. So that's awesome. He one-shot all that I thought was going to give him fits, and it did not. So that sucks. Ray, Darth Revan team, Finn with the bros, teams you guys have seen before, nothing new. In the back, just some regular whatever teams. I thought that Bastila team would slow him down. It didn't really do anything. Bounty Hunters didn't do anything. So all one-shots, you know, nothing special there. He got through it, but you can see that with those 3 fails, the ships and the 2 up top in the ground, that was it. 70 banners difference. And so I got the victory after having kind of a weird week. I got my ass kicked in round 1, and I got pretty much a bye in round 2, and I got a win in round 3. So that's it for this week. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.